I've heard dozens of weird ideas about how to save money, including peeing in the shower to reduce your water bill, or becoming a freegan by eating discarded food from supermarket dumpsters, but I will not go into the extremes today. Moreover, I'll be focusing specifically on the content creators economy because this channel is all about content creation. So without further ado, let's get into it. First idea that may save tons of money is to create content on budget. So what does it practically mean? Look, regardless if you're a photographer or make videos, creating content doesn't require a lot of expensive equipment or resources. I still shoot my videos with my Sony a7 III camera, which is a 2018 model, but I'm not chasing new cameras. Moreover, whatever mobile phone you own right now is more than enough to start. It's a powerful computer that has 4 million times more computer power that was used to send an Apollo mission to the moon. Just think about that for a second. By using your phone's camera and exploring various video editing apps, you can produce compelling content without the need to invest in expensive professional cameras or editing software. I shooted my YouTube video material on my mobile phone many times, and honestly, no one even noticed that because the most important things are your video topic and storytelling. Another example, if you need to showcase your photo or video portfolio, or you have a talent for writing, you need to keep your content somewhere, right? And there are plenty of free services that you may use, starting from the platforms that offer free domains, free hosting, free site builders like WordPress, for example, even free e-commerce plugins that will allow you to sell your own products online totally for free. I use a free website builder for my website. I use a free e-commerce plugin to sell my digital products. Of course, it requires a bit of research, but if you're not at that stage of your content creation career to afford paid services, there are plenty of free ones that you can use, so no excuses. Just do it. Second, a great way to save money as a content creator is to buy used equipment. Used laptop, used camera, used microphone, anything that may be helpful for you. When you buy used equipment, you can score some serious savings without sacrificing quality. Think about it, many creators upgrade their gear regularly, leaving behind perfectly functional equipment that's just waiting for a new home. By tapping into this market, you can find incredible deals on cameras, lenses, microphones, and much more. There are various ways to go about buying used equipment. You can check out online marketplaces like eBay or dedicated platforms specifically for used gear like Facebook Marketplace. These platforms often have a wide selection of items, and you can often find sellers offering equipment in excellent condition at a fraction of the original price. Now, I know you might be thinking, but is it safe? Will I get scammed? Well, yeah, it's important to exercise caution while purchasing used gear, stick to reputable sellers with positive reviews, and don't forget to ask questions about the condition, history, and warranty, if there's any. It's also a good idea to thoroughly inspect the product upon arrival to make sure it matches the seller's description. So, by exploring the world of used equipment, you can stretch your budget and invest in quality gear that will elevate the production value of your content. Thus, go ahead and give it a shot, your wallet will thank you, and you'll be one step closer to creating awesome content without breaking the bank. Alright guys, here's another money-saving tip for all you content creators out there. Make the most of free software. Instead of shelling out big bucks for fancy, high-priced software, why not dive into the world of awesome free alternatives? Trust me, there are some real gems out there that can help you work your magic without draining your bank account. Let's start with the image editing. Instead of going for the pricey Photoshop route, check out a fantastic free software called GIMP, PXLR, or Lightroom Mobile. The last one I use all the time when I need to quickly edit or color grade a photo while traveling. It's like a powerhouse of photo editing godness packed with features that'll make your images pop and shine. With Lightroom Mobile, PXLR, or any other free app, you can crop, retouch, enhance colors, add effects, and so much more, all without spending a single penny. Now, when it comes to audio editing, Audacity is an absolute champion. At least according to my research. It's a free software that lets you tweak your audio recordings, remove background noise, adjust volume levels, and add cool effects to make your sound just right. Whether you're a podcast pro or music enthusiast, Audacity has got your back. Alternatively, if you need just to get rid of background noise and level up your audio in literally seconds, you can use a free tool by Adobe Podcast. Simply drag and drop your audio and you're done. And hey, let's not forget about video editing. DaVinci Resolve is a real powerhouse in the free software world. It's a robust video editing tool that offers all the bells and whistles you need to create stunning visuals. Probably you've seen recently several videos from famous creators who are switching to DaVinci Resolve from Premiere Pro or Final Cut. Well, I get them. It's a true game changer for content creators on a budget, and I personally also consider switching to it because, man, I paid a lot to Adobe through all these years. Guys, I may go on and on with free software examples that can save your money. Canva, Grammarly, all those AI tools that I covered in my previous video. Also take advantage of free trials. Before committing to a paid subscription or service, use free trials to test that piece of software out and decide whether it's worth the investment. So to summarize, don't let expensive software put a dent on your wallet. Embrace these awesome free alternatives and unleash your creative genius without breaking the bank. Alright guys, it's time for another killer money-saving tip: outsource those tasks. Look, I know that you're a talented individual with a passion for creating awesome content, but let's face it, sometimes we could use a little help to take our game to the next level. Here's the deal: instead of drowning in a sea of video shooting, editing, or getting overwhelmed by social media management, why not hand those tasks over to freelancers or virtual assistants? These savvy professionals are out there ready to lend their expertise and save your precious time and money while still delivering top-notch results. You may hate photo or video editing. Leave it to professionals and take care of the stuff that you enjoy the most. Or probably it's another way around and you hate taking photos or shooting videos, but you love editing. Well, great, just outsource the first step to the experts and they'll do that for you. You can find these wizards on platforms like Upwork or Fiverr, or you can browse through their portfolios and hire them for a reasonable fee. It's like having your own editing dream or film crew without the headache of doing it all yourself. I personally use Upwork to outsource some jobs for which I'm not skilled or just simply don't want to do, like shooting a piece of video or text editing or my website enhancement. I would spend dozens of hours on those tasks, wasting my time that I could spend on something more productive that would bring me more money. Outsourcing tasks is a game changer, guys. It frees up your time so you can concentrate on fun and creative aspects of content creation while the pros take care of the rest. So don't be afraid to reach out and get the help you need. Learn to delegate. It will help you to level up, scale your business, save time, save money, and create content that'll make your audience go wild. You've got this. Alright, it's time to unleash your negotiation skills and get those sweet deals. Guys, negotiate with clients. Don't settle for less when it comes to your services. You've got talent and it's time to show your clients that you mean business. Here's the deal: when you're working with clients, don't be afraid to ask for more money or negotiate the terms of your contract. You're providing a valuable service and it's only fair that you get compensated accordingly. In the worst case scenario, they will ask you to revise your rate. But even worse is the scenario when they'll say okay right away after you give them your really low rate. Then it's a bummer because you could have asked for much more. I went through it. I was literally creating almost for free a few videos for a multi-million project. I didn't have negotiation experience, so they agreed right away after I provided them my funny rate. But of course now I wouldn't make this mistake. And guys, it's not just about the money. Terms of contract matter too. Maybe you need a flexible schedule, or perhaps you want creative control over the project. Speak up. Negotiate those terms to create a win-win situation for both you and your client. The key here is communication. Be open, honest, and confident in expressing your needs and expectations. Remember, you're running a business, even if you're actually not, and negotiation is an essential skill in the game. Don't sell yourself short. You've got the talent, the drive, the vision. Now it's time to make sure you're getting what you're worth. So go out there, guys, negotiate like a boss so more money will get into your pocket. It's time to level up, get those deals, and build a successful content creation empire. Alright, the sixth idea on how to save money as a content creator is to shop around for deals. When it comes to equipment, software, and other business expenses, you've got to shop around and find the best deals. Don't settle for the first option that comes your way. Always compare prices and hunt for those sweet savings. Imagine this: you're in the market for a shiny new camera, or you're looking for a fancy editing software online, and sure, you might stumble upon the first option and you think, well, that's it, I'll take it, right? But hold on for a sec. Before you swipe your credit card, take a deep breath and explore your options. There's a whole world out there waiting to offer you the best deals. So fire up the search engine, check out different online stores, and compare prices like a pro. You'd be amazed at the price variations you'll find. Sometimes you'll stumble upon a hidden gem, a sale, a discount, 10% coupon after signing up for a newsletter, and who doesn't love saving money, right? But it's not just about big ticket items. Even small business expenses can add up, like web hosting, office supplies, even subscriptions. Don't underestimate the power of comparison shopping. Check out different providers, read reviews, negotiate your subscription price. I always do that and get some discount. Now, I know it can take some time and effort to shop around, but believe me, it's totally worth it. Saving money means more money for you to invest in your content and take your creations to the next level. So put on detective hat, be a smart shopper, and make those comparisons. Your bank account will thank you. Okay, it doesn't look like detective hat. Now let's talk about sneaky little tricks that can save you serious money. It's all about taking advantage of tax law interpretation and tax deductions, or generally taxes. Now, I know taxes can be a bit of a headache, but trust me, this tip is a game changer. Before I start going deeper into this topic, here's a disclaimer. I'm not a tax advisor, I'm just a random dude on YouTube who's sharing his experience and research, so don't take my advice for granted. So there are two types of entrepreneurs that I want to cover in this tax topic. The first one is a person who is running an actual business and has a company registered under his or her name. And there is a second example when a person has just a side hustle and is also trying to take advantage of tax deductions. Here's the deal with the first one. When you keep track of your business expenses, you can actually deduct certain costs from your taxable income. This means you'll end up paying less in taxes, which is always a win. Let's say you're a vlogger and you are eyeing this new perfect shiny camera that will take your videos to the next level. Guess what? If you use it for your business, you can deduct the cost of it from your taxable income. It's like getting a discount on your camera. But it's not just equipment, it also relates to software and even some home office expenses. For example, a portion of your rent or utilities. Taxes can be deducted if you use that space exclusively for your content creation. Now, I get it, not everyone is running a full-fledged business, including myself, but guess what? You can still benefit from tax deductions. Let's say you have a regular job, but you also dabble in content creation on the side. Well, you can still deduct some expenses related to your side hustle, like equipment or software. Of course, it depends a lot on your tax residence, but I believe in each location you may find something that you can benefit from. In Poland, for example, where I pay my taxes, if you sign a contract with a client and the contract itself includes in its body the statement about a copyright transfer, you'll pay taxes only from the half of the amount that is in the contract. That is a huge benefit that I use a lot as well. So guys, don't forget to take advantage of those tax deductions. It's like finding hidden treasure in the sea of taxes. Alright, the last money saving tip that I wanted to talk about today is renting equipment. Picture this. You're working on a specific project that requires some specialized equipment. Maybe it's a high-end camera or a fancy lighting setup. Instead of spending your hard-earned cash to buy it, consider renting it instead. Renting equipment, it's like borrowing it for a short period of time. You pay a fee and then return it when you're done. It's perfect for those projects that have unique requirements but don't justify a big purchase. Let's say you need a drone for a breathtaking aerial shot in one of your videos. Buying a drone can be pretty expensive, and if you don't plan on using it regularly, it might end up collecting dust on your shelf. Fear not. You can rent a drone for the duration of your project. It's a cost-effective solution that saves your money and prevents you from having to store this rarely used drone. The same goes for other specialized equipment like professional-grade microphones, stabilizers, or even green screens. Renting allows you to access top-notch gear without the hefty price tag. Plus, many rental companies offer a wide selection of equipment so you can find exactly what you need for your specific project. Now, let's not forget about the added benefit of not having to worry about maintenance and repairs. If something goes wrong with the rented equipment, it's usually the rental company's responsibility to fix it or provide a replacement. It takes that extra burden off your shoulders and lets you focus on creating amazing content. So when you need specialized equipment for a short period of time, renting is the way to go. Guys, if you think that the ideas I've just shared with you are helpful, first of all, hit the like button to help this video find more happy viewers. Also check out these videos over here because YouTube thinks they might be interesting to you. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done that yet, and see you in the next one. Cheers!